Breakfast? Come and get it with Peter Russell-Clarke.
And what a very, very special morning it is as well here on Brekkie, because finally we have in the studio this morning Peter Russell-Clarke. Hello.
G'day, how are you?
Yeah, we're really excellent and very, very excited.
I'm stunned, amazed, amused and bewildered.
Why?
Why?
Well, I've got a black man's what's-the-name pointing at me here. I've got
That's a microphone, Peter.
A green replica of the same thing in the bowl.
That's a cucumber, Peter.
I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do.
This is rude food.
This is the first time that we've actually had real food in front of you for this cooking segment.
I know, frightening.
But do you do a lot of work with in front of cameras with the fruit and vegetables these
Not
days?
much anymore. I used to before I started saying f***, and it seemed to dry up.
Well, actually, some of even some of your friends are Triple J listeners. It seems.
I'm amazed that not only the Willie the Wanker's listening, but I've got some really sensible, elderly, wealthy old gentlemen that seem to. But I've turned. I think in turn they really turned out to be poofters. I didn't really think they were.
Right.
And so, if any of you are listening, put your hands on the desk and shut up.
All right,
Get ready to learn.
The reason we've got you in here this morning, of course, is for food. And in the studio, you have a very large bowl. In it is a lettuce, some salad kind of leaves.
That's your
That's
bangle.
me bangles.
Yeah.
Thanks, and your bangle's a spoon.
I like your
I
jewellery.
keep these, actually. I travel with my wife a lot, so it's sort of a portable chastity belt. And I don't let her near it until I want to use it. So I put it on.
Thank you for that. You've also got a lemon, some orange, some carrot.
I've got the
anchovies.
Scrotum of a red rooster here.
That's a little tiny tomato.
It's not a cherry tomato, it's an egg tomato, cherry tomato.
Scrotum of a red rooster.
Scrotum of a red rooster.
So what are you making for us today,
What
Peter?
I'm going to do is hold this.
The doctor has the bowl.
Now,
The lettuce is coming out.
lettuce.
Yep.
Right, to get that out,
Yeah, the bottom of the lettuce.
you bang that
You bang,
like that.
bang it on the table and,
then
rip
pull
it
it
out.
out.
Yeah.
And it looks like a green pig's pistol, actually.
Everything ends up looking like a doodle.
Have you noticed that? Is that why you're
You're
in this
Australia's
show?
own phallic chef.
A lot of people say that you should then cut the lettuce up. If you cut a lettuce, if you've noticed, often there's a white liquid that's hallucinogenic. And
Really?
so instead of eating the lettuce, you can smoke it. It's bloody terrific.
You know, my girlfriend, because we're both vegan and we don't drink cow's
Blood.
milk. We don't drink cow's milk. She used to complain that all the lettuces in the supermarket always had milk spilt on them because of the white liquid that came out of them.
Okay, well, listen, what we might do, we've got Peter Russell-Clarke in the studio with his mixing bowl, and he's currently tearing apart an iceberg lettuce, pouring in some capers. He's got some lemon squeezed on there.
See that?
That's an enormous cucumber.
Yeah, well, cucumbers in lettuce, old-fashioned. Don't use
You've just thrown the cucumber on the floor.
We don't need it.
Okay.
So all we're doing is mixing up the lettuce, looking for the bloody tomatoes. There they are. Oh, and this is what I wanted to show you also. So in this, somewhere...
Yeah, so you've just pulled out a peeled orange and half a lemon. You're squeezing the lemon into the...
with the...
and he's picking up a big knife. Okay.
With the orange, don't interrupt, for Christ's sake, I haven't come here for interruptions, have I? You cut the skin off, and then to get the wedges of lettuce out, just cut through, whatever you call it, I can't remember.
It's a bloody
If that
orange. It's an
doesn't
orange,
work, just
Peter.
squash it. Now, the interesting thing is we're going to... But we can't put any fish in for you, can we?
Maybe just...
What say we just forget you? You've always been a pain in the arse with anything. So there's some diced apple there. Put the diced apple in. I would normally cut up that garlic and put it in a garlic crusher. But it's all too hard here, so I'm not going to do it.
We can go to a track and
why
play
don't we-
some music if you do want to crush the garlic. Or we can get Lindsay to do it for
But
you.
why
He's a
do we
very
care?
glamorous
I would
assistant.
love...
Because
Peter,
flavour is the winner here, Peter
All right.
Russell-Clarke.
I would be absolutely humbled, and a dream would be come true for me if I could crush some garlic for you.
All right.
Okay, Peter Russell-Clarke in this morning, and we're going to come back after a couple of tunes and continue with the
rest
salad
of
of
the day.
love. Well, on Triple J this morning, we do have Peter Russell-Clarke actually in the studio with real foodstuffs that he's putting his hand into this morning. Just recap for those who've just joined us, the salad that you're making this morning, Peter.
What I've done is break the lettuce up with my hands. The reason I've done it with my hands is to try to convince you that by tearing it, is more trendy than cutting the bloody stuff. It really doesn't matter.
Sent a dish out that's been sent back with like a hair or a rat's tail or anything odd in it?
Yes, I've had one sent back that had a Band-Aid in it, which wasn't good. You cut your finger while you whack a Band-Aid on it, which is a no-no. In fact, it was my wife who did it. Whack the bloody Band-Aid
Jan's
on,
in the next room with
and then out it goes. Back it comes with people vomit on it. You know, it's just not good. So all that is lettuce, little cherry tomato. I've squeezed in some lemon juice. And now, if you haven't got any prepared salad dressing, which you shouldn't have anyway because you can make it better. If you're going to throw in some capers, just chuck the capers in, but instead of pouring the vinegar off the capers and then getting a bottle of vinegar that's cost you money and pour vinegar in, just use the vinegar from the capers. Right? Makes sense, doesn't it?
Saving a bit of money this morning as well.
And then to get the oil into this, if we didn't have a vegan, a pain in the bloody arse when you're cooking, then, do you mind not eating?
No, you go for it, please. No, I insist.
It's a childhood dream just shattered.
Oh, you're going to get a bowl.
I'm going to get my special bubble boy plate.
There's yours.
Peter's there's a little plastic plate for the bubble boy.
So the tuna's got oil in it,
Eat your
right?
lettuce.
Tuna's got oil in it, so why tip the oil off the fish and then bring in some olive oil? So just tip the whole lot in. Mind you, it's economical. It doesn't taste any good, but it's economical.
Peter, while you're doing
That's
this, can I just ask, you've got an amazing pair of pants on this morning. I know the people at home can't really
And so
see
have
them,
you, my
but
dear. Sit back.
Can you describe the pants that you're wearing?
My pants.
They're kind of
are
like Thai fisherman
like
flare.
Sheila's culottes.
With
They're like
flowers on them.
Thai fisherman okanuis.
Yeah.
With hibiscuses.
Are these your regular cooking decks?
No. I was brought up one stage in my life by a Chinese family, and so I speak a little bit of Chinese. Ni hao mao, mo ga tai tai.
What does that mean?
It means get fucked. I don't know what I'm saying.
Have you been to China and done
Yes.
those? Have you done the snake? What do they do when they fire a snake up and then they cut open its
Well, I've done that
venom
in
sacs?
Australia, snake and kidney. We all laugh about that, but we
Snake
used to
and kidney?
up in the snow mountains. We used to eat snake. Why not? You eat eels, so why not? So there's the salad. Personally, I think it smells crook and looks awful.
Well, you added some anchovies in there.
But we've taught people, A, you don't cut a lettuce with a sharp knife, you break it up with your hands. B, we've told them that you can make your own salad dressing by just using the oil that are in other foods that you've bought, because most of us throw that out, and the same with the vinegar. So if you're not in front of camera and you're doing it at home, you can make it look more tidy than that. But I must admit that doesn't look too bad as well.
Very good. Peter Russell-Clarke.
Marique, would you like to go and have a go?
Thank you.
Taste test. In she goes.
That's
Marique
the
Hardy.
bowl.
Anchovies are very good because they're really just
Yum.
fish with omega-3 in them. And so the tuna and the anchovies have both got what we used to call brain food before we knew that it actually was brain food. So omega-3 is very good for you.
I beg your pardon, what was that?
It's really good.
There you are. The jury's back in. Thank you very much, Peter.
I reckon this is the best cooking show I've ever done.
Yeah, I reckon you're probably right.
Robbie and Marique and the Doctor.
Triple J.